Hey, Siddharth, how are you today?
I'm great, thanks, and yourself, Elson.
I'm good. It's been a while, man. We haven't done this live stream together. It's been a while.
Yes, man, it has been.
Tell me, how has 2024 treated you? I know some people have got mixed feelings. Some are saying 2024 has been a great year, and of course, some are saying 2024 has been a very tough year. What about yourself? How has it treated you, 2024?
It's been a mixed bag because if you look at the fact that before we had the elections, we were having a lot of load shedding. Then we had the water. Then we're having water issues now. But I think ever since the elections have been happening with the government of national unity, as you know, I think things have been better. Like with the home affairs, and then with the Yeah, you know what the problem is with South Africa, right? We've had this high unemployment, energy shortages, and inflation pressures. And then I must admit, because of the government of national unity, there have been efforts to reform and stimulate growth. The country remains trapped in a cycle of low growth and high inequality. And yeah, I can pretty much say that my it's been it's okay for me economically. I've been middle of the range, eh?
When you're talking about GNU, Government of National Unity, do you
Hmm.
think it's got some effects on the economy? Do you think the coming of this GNU has changed the economic landscape, politics interfering with the economy? What's your take?
Well, I feel that with the government of national unity, I feel it's good because when you have a party like the Democratic Alliance that's got a great track record in Cape Town, I feel that their efficiency has helped the government function a lot better. Because before, like, it wasn't really functioning really properly. That's why we had so much of load shedding. And now, but then I think maybe the government got scared before the election, so they kind of improved the act regarding electricity, but they still dropped from 57 to 40%. So um, yeah, I think you also have other parties there, like the Patriotic Alliance. You have Gaten McKenzie who's doing a good job with sports, with art and culture. So I think there's a couple. I think, as I mentioned in the first question, you have the Home Affairs Department doing well. We have the Agriculture Department doing well. John Steenhuisen. So I think it's been good. Eh? Obviously, it can be a lot better. There have been some issues with the Bella Bill and all that sort of stuff. I'm sure you've heard about that.
Yeah, I've heard about it. It's hard to really understand what it means, but yeah, I bet politicians like you yourself, will help us to understand it. But yeah, it's good, man, to hear that the GNU is actually making inroads into the country,
Hmm.
and you are seeing some changes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's important. I mean, as long as it can hold, otherwise, I don't know if our country will survive. And I know that sounds pretty negative, but we do need a government of national unity. It makes all the parties work together. Otherwise, when you have a one party domination, it's bad.
And are you? Um, a lot of people are talking about recession, and we've been hearing a lot about recession, the stock market crash, the economy going down. What's your take? Are you in touch with the stock market? Do you know anything about how the stock market is performing, especially in South Africa?
Oh, I can only speak about how it's been doing around the world. I mean, I think I can say that it has been volatile. I mean, such as inflation concerns, interest rate changes, and the geopolitical conflicts like the war in Ukraine. And then the investors have been navigating these uncertainties with some sectors like technology or energy performing better than others. So I would say the market fluctuations has put us in a predicament, hey? Because with energy, because of the war in Ukraine, energy has been up, right? So that makes everything go high, such as food. And then you've also had the property. I think you've noticed property prices are quite high, if you've noticed that.
No, that's true.
So,
Property
and
prices
that,
are quite high.
yeah, I think that's because of the interest rates. So but I think the interest rates are getting cut nowadays. So I think that'll be good for the economy.
Yeah, there was a interest rate cut. In fact, this is the second interest rate cut that happened. I think the first one happened earlier this year, and then the second one. So I'm sure, the it's getting better and better, especially for the um, loans and everything. So it's getting better. All right. Let's talk about budget. In terms of budget, what's the importance of having a budget in a household, or as an individual? It's very much important also, to know that I'm getting so much, or I'm receiving so much money, and then this is my budget. What's the importance of doing so?
Well, it's crucial for managing personal finances effectively. It helps households track income and expenses, prioritize savings, plan for future needs, and avoid debt accumulation. A well structured budget provides clarity on spending patterns, allows for better decision making, and ensure that resources are allocated efficiently to meet both short term and long term goals.
Mm, mm, No, that's great one. Um, our viewers here want to know about the savings tip. Well, would you have any savings tip? Anything that you can advise our viewers in terms of how they can save their money? Because most people are still new in the in budget, savings, and investing. But now I want you to give us five, some few ideas in terms of savings.
Well, I can give you 5 ideas. The first idea that you got to pay yourself first. For example, you got to prioritize your savings by setting aside a portion of income before spending on other expenses. The second, you got to set realistic goals. Like you got to define your clear savings targets. Example, your emergency fund, your retirement, and then your third one, you got to automate savings. So, for example, you would do automatic transfers to savings accounts to build habits. Then the fourth one, you would cut unnecessary expenses in the sense that you review your spending regularly and eliminate non-essential costs. The next one is that you'll build an emergency fund, save at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses for unexpected costs. And then the last one I'll say that you've got to take advantage of employment retire contributions.
Okay, so part of what you said is that you need to cut off unnecessary stuff, unnecessary expenditure.
Hmm.
Expand on that, man. Let's say I'm here. I've got a lot of bills. I've got
Mm-hmm.
accounts, shop accounts. I've
Mm-hmm.
got food accounts. To me, I feel like those are necessary bills that I should have. To what extent that I should look at them and say, you know what, this is not really working for me. This is not really a need. It's just a want.
Well, for example, if you have a person that likes going out to restaurants a lot or movies a lot, you can cut out those expenses by quite a bit. Also, and I know the people that watch Netflix will hate me, or the one that watch Amazon Prime, they'll hate me. But for example, if you really need to save your money, you can probably cut on that. Although I know that that'll be difficult, you could cut on that. But just movies, just if a person does a lot of movies, right, or a lot of restaurants going out, you could cut on that a lot. You could learn to be a little bit more domesticated, a little bit more, but not too, if you know what I mean. And then what else is there? I think also if he's a bit of a gambler, I guess you could cut that out definitely, because people do like going out to the casino, so you could cut that out as well. So yeah, I mean, you do get spendthrifts.
All right. It's December time, the end of year 2024. People are getting their bonuses as we speak.
Mm.
What sort of advice do you give? Can you give someone who's just received their package for the year 2024, how will they spend their money? Do you have any tips on how to spend their bonuses?
Well, the first step I would say they must save or invest. For example, consider saving part or all of the bonus for emergencies or investing in long term goals like retirement. The second one, I would say they must pay off debt, use a bonus to reduce high interest debt, example, credit cards, which can free up more income in the future. And third, you must just treat yourself wisely. It's okay to spend a portion on something meaningful, but balance it with savings and financial goals. And the last one is contribute to charity. Consider donating a portion to causes you care about, creating a sense of giving, stuff like that.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, of course. We are going to year 2025 now, and a lot of people, it's normal, it's a norm that people will be talking about New Year's resolutions, writing down, buying books, buying papers, buying, those pads to write their dreams, their targets, their goals. What's the significance of doing so? And do you think people they do really stick to whatever their New Year's resolutions are?
Are you trying to ask me, are people disciplined enough to follow New Year's
Yeah, I
resolutions?
mean, I'm talking about New Year's resolutions. What do you think is the significance of the New Year's resolutions?
I mean, the significance of them is that it gives them the goal to, look forward to try to achieve, so that it gives them focus, clarity, discipline, and also if they achieve it, they feel like they've achieved something great for next year. So it's like a motivating factor. But unfortunately, it doesn't always work out that way because sometimes they set either an unrealistic goal or either they give up too easily. So, like for
Mm,
example, my New Year resolution would be is to try and be a bit more consistent. Is to try and keep up with my content and try and keep at it even more. But then saying that, I was out on holiday twice this year, so it wasn't really easy to keep it up. But I always try and make sure I pump up content so that I feel I've deserved that holiday.
I would like to say, well done. You have been consistent on your channel. You well done on that. Um, you one person that I look back and say, this guy is still going strong. We haven't been streaming on our channel for over a period of time now. This is
Mm-hmm.
one of our first, but we're hoping that we're gonna take it from here going forward. We're gonna be consistent. But looking at people like you yourself,
Mm-hmm.
it's very uplifting, to see people are keep going, regardless.
Thanks, man.
All
Thanks,
right.
man. It's actually. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. Nothing.
All right. What's your expectation uh, in the year 2025 economically? What do you think is gonna happen? I mean, like we said, 2024 has been hectic at the beginning, but it's catching up. That's what we said. Do you think is the momentum is going to continue going to 2025, or is gonna slow down? What are your sentiments?
Well, I believe that the future economy is challenging, but several factors may shape 2025, such as the global recovery. If inflation and supply of demand sorry, I mean, if supply chain issues are resolved, the global economy may stabilize, leading to growth. And if you look at the technology and green energy, right, if we have continued innovations such as artificial intelligence and renewable energy may drive economic opportunities. The third one will be geopolitical tensions. So you have to look at the ongoing conflicts or diplomatic negotiations could have regional economic effects. And then we have to remember we have the interests rates and inflation. Then, regarding the central bank's monetary policies, will continue to influence economic conditions.
Mm, 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 I see. I see. The cryptocurrency market. Um, are we in the bull market yet, or we still in a bear market? What do you think? What's your oversight?
Honestly, man, it's difficult to say definitely if we're in a bull market for crypto because the crypto market is highly volatile. And while there have been bullish periods in 2024, such as strong growth for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, the market cycles can change quickly, And then
Mm,
a
mm,
true bull market would require sustained optimism, increased adoption, and rising prices over an extended period.
mm. Also, Bitcoin, starting from in 2009, and along the journey, people saying Bitcoin is not gonna make it, Bitcoin is gonna fail. But I think we are 25, we are 15 years, 15 years
Hmm.
later,
Been a long time.
it's still going strong. It's still there, and there's so much happening in the ecosystem, crypto ecosystem. Um, do you think there's still a room for growth in terms of prices for Bitcoin?
I would say Bitcoin has had a fascinating trajectory since its creation in 2009. And then over the years, it has evolved from a niche digital asset into a widely recognized store of value and speculative investment. And while Bitcoin has experienced, the significant price volatility, its role as a hedge against inflation and a potential alternative to traditional banking systems has attracted increased interest. However, there have been challenges like regulatory uncertainty, and then you've had competition from other cryptocurrencies, and then that could influence its future performance. As of this year, right, Bitcoin has been remained the most significant and debated cryptos, with ongoing discussions about its long-term value and stability.
Thank you so much for coming through. Tell me, where are you based at the moment? Are you based in Cape Town or Durban?
Durban, man. You're still in Joburg, right?
Yeah, I'm in Joburg. When are you coming to Joburg? When are you visiting Joburg?
Joburg. It's a good one, eh? I haven't been to Joburg since last year, I think. Because I remember, I don't think I've been this year. Because in July I'd gone to America, and then October I'd gone to Australia. July was for my sister's birthday, and then October was for a wedding function.
Okay. No, highlight me when you're around, man. When you come to Joburg, just shout out, announce that you're around. Then we can always meet for coffee.
Okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, man. That's cool, man. That'd be awesome.
Great stuff, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming through. Thank you so much. And then, yeah, we shall invite you again.
Yeah, man. It'd be lovely to catch you up on StreamYard on my side.
All right. Thank you so much. That was Siddharth. We came through. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. We are starting our live stream. We be having this live stream possibly every week, so that we can share with you some insights into the market, into the economy, what's happening around. We all about financial markets. We all about finances. So yeah, please be around and do not forget to subscribe. Press the button, subscribe, and let's keep connected. Thank you so much for me and the team. Have a great weekend.